Hi guys, I'm back with another video. And are you too busy to watch those never-ending anime with 1,000 episodes? Well, you're not alone. Imagine this. It's 10 p.m. You've either finished your work or you're just bored. You promised yourself you'd sleep early tonight, but then that thought hits you, just one episode. Well, guess what? I'm here to fully enable that bad decision with zero regrets. Cause today I'm gonna give you 6 anime you can binge in one night. So let's begin the video. On number 6. Ping Pong the Animation. Don't let the name fool you. This isn't some chill high school club anime. No, this is ping pong on steroids. This is table tennis with soul, trauma, and an existential crisis wrapped in the most chaotic, sketchy Picasso on a caffeine binge art style you've ever seen. And somehow, it's perfect. You follow 2 childhood friends. Peko, a cocky goofball who loves snacks more than training, and Smile, a quiet genius who plays like a robot with zero emotions until the trauma kicks in. Along the way, they face rivals with tragic backstories, brutal matches, and a coach who looks like he's been through 17 wars. And the crazy part? It's not just about ping pong. It's about growth, identity, pressure, dreams, and finding your reason to fight, all packed into just 11 episodes. Animation is insane, and you can easily finish it in one night. On number 5. Kids on the Slope. Meet Kaoru, a shy, uptight honor student who transfers to a new school and fully plans to sit alone, get top grades, and avoid human interaction like it's the plague. But life says, nope. Enter Sentaro, a wild, loud, drum-smashing delinquent with fists of steel and the heart of a golden retriever. He crashes into Kaoru's life like a cymbal solo, and suddenly Kaoru's doing things he never imagined, like playing jazz, skipping school for jazz, and experiencing the madness known as teenage friendship. Also in the mix, Ritsuko, the sweet class rep caught between the music, the drama, and 2 emotionally constipated boys who clearly don't know how to talk about their feelings unless there's a piano involved. The jazz scenes are insanely good. They actually jammed while animating. It's so smooth and natural, you'll feel like you're in the room with them, especially the bond between the characters is 10 out of 10. It starts off awkward, turns chaotic, and ends up so wholesome it'll have you crying into your headphones. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll probably download a jazz playlist by episode 3. Also, it's directed by Shinichiro Watanabe, Cowboy Bebop legend, and has music by Yoko Kanno, which is basically the anime version of a Grammy-winning duo. On number 4. Sakamoto Days. Meet Taro Sakamoto, once the most feared, legendary hitman in Japan, so powerful that criminals trembled at the sound of his name. He was cool, ruthless, and untouchable. And then he fell in love, got married, and became a chubby convenience store owner. Now, instead of assassins and gunfights, his daily battles involve discount coupons, annoying customers, and his wife's strict household rules. But just because he traded guns for groceries doesn't mean the underworld forgot about him. Old enemies and fellow assassins keep showing up to take him down, only to realize that retirement hasn't made him any less deadly. It's just funnier to watch. With his insane reflexes, superhuman strength, and zero tolerance for nonsense, he's still the baddest man around, even if he's doing it in an apron and slippers. With his talkative ex-hitman sidekick Shin, his no-nonsense wife, and a cast of wacky assassins, Sakamoto proves that just because you're a dad doesn't mean you stop being OP. It's a wild, action-packed comedy where the deadliest killer in Japan is also just a guy trying to run his store and not tick off his wife. On number 3. Tomodachi Game. So here's the setup. 5 wholesome high school friends are living their best lives until someone steals their class trip money. Next thing they know, bam, they wake up in a creepy white room with a cursed mascot that looks like a bootleg Doraemon who smokes and hates happiness. Now they're forced to play a bunch of twisted psychological games to pay off a debt. But here's the catch. The games aren't about skills or strength. They're about who can lie, manipulate, and betray their friends the best, but with actual trauma. And then there's Yuichi Katagiri, the main character. At first, he seems like your typical nice guy MC, all smiles and friendship speeches. Then episode 3 hits and you realize this man is not okay. He's not just smart, he's terrifyingly smart. He's like if Light Yagami and Lelouch had a baby and raised it on caffeine, revenge, and Uno reverse cards. Anytime you think he's finally lost, Yuichi's just like, actually that was my plan all along. It's suspenseful, dramatic, and makes you yell, what? Every 5 minutes. If you love plot twists, psychological warfare, betrayal, and watching friendships crumble in real time, this is your jam. On number 2. Akudama Drive. In a dystopian future in Kansai, Akudama Drive follows a young woman who, through a twist of fate, gets caught up in a dangerous game. One moment she's minding her own business, and the next she's forced to pretend to be a swindler, a master con artist, just to stay alive. The only problem? She's completely out of her depth and doesn't have the first clue how to pull off scams and tricks like the real swindlers do. Now she's stuck navigating a deadly world of Akudama, high-level criminals hunted by the government, each with their own insane skills and crazy backstories. As she gets drawn deeper into this chaotic life, she quickly realizes that survival means playing along with the group and keeping up the appearance, even if every moment feels like she's one misstep away from getting killed. With over-the-top action, relentless twists, and a wild cast of colorful characters, Akudama Drive is a dark, thrilling ride through a world where the stakes couldn't be higher. On number 1. Heavenly Delusion. The world has gone full apocalypse mode. Monsters are roaming around, cities are wrecked, and society basically said, nah, I'm out. And we've got two main characters, Maru, a chill dude with mysterious powers and a face like he just wants a nap, and Kiruko, a total badass with a tragic backstory and a gun that gets way too much use. Together, they're on a journey to find a place called Heaven. But spoiler alert, no one knows what the heck Heaven actually is. Meanwhile, in another timeline, or maybe the same one. Who knows anymore? There's a facility full of genius kids being raised like test subjects in a creepy sci-fi daycare. You'll spend half the show going, wait, what's happening? And the other half going, oh, the story is 10 out of 10 brain fuel. It's mysterious, emotional, and filled with twists that make you question everything, including your taste in anime. Don't worry, this one's peak. The animation is top tier and world building is chef's kiss. This anime is like a jigsaw puzzle made by a mad genius. And yes, you'll finish each episode with more questions than answers, but in the best way possible. That's the end of this video, and if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button. Also tell me which anime you're gonna be watching tonight. I'll see you in the next one.